Before we get into the actual exam topics, I think it'll be helpful to discuss the current subscription offerings from Office 365. First, we'll look at the small business plans, and these are meant for SMB or small to medium-sized businesses. You can have as few as one of these licenses, but an organization can't have more than 300 of them combined. So if you had 100 Business Essential licenses, you could only have another 200 of Business Premium. Now, this doesn't include enterprise licensing. So if you had enterprise licensing, it wouldn't count towards your 300. And we'll look at enterprise licensing on the next slide. The Business Essentials license package gives you Exchange Online, OneDrive for Business, and Skype Online. And it's worth getting to know what these icons mean since you'll be seeing them a lot. When you purchase a license with Exchange Online, you're going to be provisioned a user mailbox for email. OneDrive for Business is a sync and share type of application which will entitle you to 1 terabyte of cloud file storage. Note that OneDrive for Business is a different offering than just regular OneDrive, which is for personal use. So in case I ever get lazy and just say OneDrive, just know that I mean OneDrive for Business since it's the only offering we'll be discussing in the entire course. Also with the Essential license, you're given a Skype Online account, which includes chatting and HD video conferencing ability. It also mentions Office Online, which is Word, Excel, Outlook, PowerPoint, OneNote, and Publisher, but the web-based version only, delivered via a web browser. Business Essentials does not give you any of these programs to be run locally. You have to log into the Office 365 portal in order to use them. Now, the Office 365 Business License gives you the ability to install the core Office products locally as well as use them online, but it doesn't provision you a user mailbox, which means no exchange. It does, however, give you Outlook, but you'll have to connect it to an existing account. It also doesn't give you Skype either. The Office 365 Business Premium License gives you the best of both. It gives you the core products both online and local, as well as the user mailbox and the Skype account. For each license grouping, there's usually an online only that will include Exchange Online and therefore give you a user mailbox, and there's usually an offering that does not include a mailbox. Again, this means that you'll have to connect Outlook to an existing non-Office 365 email account. For enterprise licensing, there's 4 different current offerings as of this video. First, we have the local only offering Pro Plus, which includes the core Office products local install only. For enterprise licensing, the core products will always include Microsoft Access. Now, unlike the Office 365 Business License, which includes the online version of the core products, Office Pro Plus does not. Pro Plus isn't just a license subscription, it's also the name of the locally installed product suite. So you may see Pro Plus referred to as a feature or Office version. The Pro Plus subscription plan just gives you access to the Pro Plus software. Next, we have E1, which is the enterprise version of online only. Like Business Essentials, this comes with Exchange Online, which means the user gets a mailbox as well as Skype Online and the core apps online. And since this is enterprise, this also includes MS Access Online. If you haven't noticed by now, all the licenses come with OneDrive for Business, regardless of whether they're local or online. E3 licensing includes the Exchange Online with user mailbox, the Skype account, Office Online, as well as Pro Plus, which is the local install. But it also includes email archiving, e-discovery, legal hold, rights management, DLP, encryption, and hosted voicemail. And this is where we start to get into features that enable ILM or Information Lifecycle Management, as well as adherence to retention and compliance policies. For organizations that have governance, risk, and compliance requirements, this might be the minimum level that is needed. Now, the DLP or Data Loss Prevention option is the ability to use rules to identify certain string patterns such as social security numbers and credit card information and block or warn users before they can share or send to external recipients. The E5 licensing offers all of this plus the ability to integrate your Skype account with the telephone network or PSTN so that you can dial and receive calls from non-Skype users as well as host and participate in voice and video conferencing. It also includes advanced business intelligence, advanced e-discovery, and advanced security and threat protection. Basically, anytime you hear the word advanced, think E5. We'll go more into the depth of things like advanced security and threat management when we get to the service descriptions in Objective 1.3. These licenses models are always changing, and recently they retired a license called E4, so you might still see reference to it in older trainings or books, but it's no longer available. And finally, enterprise plans include support for unlimited users. Here's a chart detailing the current offerings of each of the licenses we spoke about. As mentioned, we'll go into each of these service offerings in more detail during Objective 1.3. The unlimited email listed in E3 and E5 are actually only unlimited in what is archived. Your active mailbox still will have a 50 gigabyte limit. There are other license plans for government, nonprofit, and education as well. K1 licensing means kiosk licensing, and it describes a situation where a computer is shared between multiple people. In this case, OneDrive for Business is not available, as is many other services that are designed for personal use. Also see that all licensing, except for Pro Plus, includes SharePoint Online, which we did not discuss on the previous slide. See here how Office Pro Plus and Office Business are not listed horizontally as part of the licensing plans, but instead are listed vertically as part of the products or services offered? This is what I was referring to. These local-only installs can be bought as a subscription, but they are often referred to as a product. The difference is that Pro Plus is enterprise and thus comes with Microsoft Access and Skype, while Office 365 Business does not. Also, the Business subscription plan gives you access to the Office Online products, while the Pro Plus subscription plan does not. Finally, to make things as confusing as possible, sometimes all reference to local installations, even in Microsoft documentation, are referred to as Pro Plus, when in fact it almost always applies to both the Pro Plus and Business local installations. So, to recap some of the key differences, Pro Plus is local only for enterprise customers with no mailbox. Business Essentials and E1 are online only but do come with a mailbox. Business, Business Premium, E3, and E5 all give you both the local and the online version of Office with a mailbox. E3 and E5 give you compliance and rights management features. Only E5 gives you advanced business intelligence and PSTN integration. Since Pro Plus and Business do not come with a mailbox, you must connect Outlook to an existing email account. Also remember that an organization is limited to only 300 combined licenses of the Business tier. Finally, there are some products that cannot be purchased separately. Note that MS Project and MS Visio are not included with any of the license plans discussed and must be purchased separately. Also note that you can buy Azure Rights Management separately and add it to your environment. More on RM later. Okay, that's it. Next up is the first official exam topic of Objective 1.1, Tenant Names and Regions.